All right, this is from Reina María Rodriguez's The Winter Garden Photograph. She's a Cuban poet who uh, I first read maybe 4 years ago. I feel like I remember reading her distinctly when I was walking around um, the neighborhood when we lived next to the Trader Joe's at the top of the hill. But yeah, I love her very much. She's a very calming poet to me and always kind of brings back the like breath related memory of just a casual gait through during like the springtime, like April. Sometimes. Sometimes they played hide and seek, he and she hiding in turn among piles of hay and trimmed plum hedges, because he knew about horses and seeds and smelled like fruit from his thick lips down to his hooves. When he sat in front of her, abundant yellow hair always as tangled as molasses, eyes the liquid cinnamon of that tree trunk of survival. It was his eyes that death invaded, the ripeness of death with its red froth. There's no word to use for sacrificing death. Death is never on the side of the person who dies, doesn't disclose its secret in the act of killing. And then she would release those eyes that invaded death in shadow flowing out over slime. I was 16 and I saw him coming. I embraced him as best I could. Forget all argumentation, all philosophizing about abandonment. I doubled up and bit into the tips of my fingers, sooty with sacred ash under the heat of a dazzling sun. My word, its syllable symbolizing the silence after obsession. She thinks about divinity. We're not playing games here. The assassin, time, carries my body away, and it removes abundance from imagination's country, where everything was threatened, while the harvest left its final marks in the mud. What really strikes me about her is she just kind of pulls uh, death into like everything in that like highly dramatic, poeticized way. Um, it's kind of beautiful in that like it kind of naturalizes death, grief, that whole process and turns it into like, if it's everywhere, then it doesn't strike as terribly harshly.